Guys, I'm really sorry about the intro. I didn't realize that there was interference in my audio. I apologize. Forgive me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ohemaa. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch this video. e.l.f. Cosmetics now has liquid foundations that are deep enough for us to try. And also, you guys know that they have that putty that's supposed to be comparable to the Tatcha Silk Canvas, okay? So I'm gonna try those two things together. I'm gonna see how it looks, or you know, how it wears and all that good stuff. I'm also doing a Bahamas inspired eye look, okay, which probably is going to be a sunset look. Then again, there's a lot of green in the Bahamas, so I'll probably just do like a really intense green eye look. Okay, so if you're someone out there who does makeup online and you want a chance to enter this contest, definitely go ahead and enter, because even if I don't win and you do, that's major, right? Okay, so go ahead and enter. All info will be on e.l.f. website. And no, this video is not sponsored. I really wish it was, because then I get some coins, but you know, it's not sponsored. Okay, let's jump into the video.
For life, that's right.
Okay, you guys, I'm really sorry about the intro. I didn't realize that there was interference in my audio. I apologize. Forgive me. So I went ahead and did a test look on this eye, because whenever I look at pictures of the Bahamas, literally all I mostly see are aquamarine waters and blue skies, green trees. So, you know, I decided to just go ahead and do like a aqua green inspired infusion of the whole thing, okay? So I already went ahead and applied my base. I'm just gonna blend in my crease a bit, because every time I look up, it creases. Today we'll be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics 18 Hit Wonders palette. This is what that palette looks like. So I'm starting out with the shade Electric, and I'm going to place Electric in my crease. I'm stamping it onto the base. The base has been sitting on my face for a while, but hopefully it's not like completely drying. And I'm just stamping it on. I'm doing like a wiggle motion to get it into the base so it can show up really, really nicely. I have been obsessed with round cut creases lately, so there's gonna be a few of them. Just bear with me until it actually just exits my system. I'm not gonna force it out. I'm just gonna let it do its thing, okay? I mean, can we talk about the color payoff of this palette though? Like, what? Who would have thunk it? Okay, I'm going in with a small pencil brush, and I'm taking the shade and I'm just gonna blend it out. I'm only able to do this because whenever you blend out blue, the edges look green. So I'm using that green shade to blend out the yellow. So it gives me like a really nice transition and not just go from blue to green. Even though there is a lot of green in there already, it would just make it look like you intentionally put green and then blue. Okay, so I feel like the edge is blended out enough. I'm taking some more of our Electric shade and blending everything together, only at the edge, the blue and the green and the yellow. We're trying to marry them, just have this big stew going, you know? I'm taking a flat shader brush. I'm going into the shade Velvet, which is a purple shade, and I'm placing that on my crease area because that's exactly where I'm gonna cut the crease. So I'm using the purple to intensify it a lot more than the blue alone can. And that purple shade is a shimmer shade, okay? Okay, so this is what we get. We get like a little bit of purple blending into some blue, blending into some green, blending into some yellow. I'm gonna take Electric again, which is the blue shade, and just go over the boundary of the purple and the blue. I am gonna try to cut my crease in this same shape, so I will be right back because, you know, I can't talk to you guys and do this at the same time, okay? Okay, so I went ahead and cut this crease and I blended everything out. I'm taking a different brush and taking the shade Solar, and I'm going to place Solar in the middle part of this look. So is that yellow shade in the palette. You have to build it up to get the intensity that you want, so you just have to keep reapplying it until you get where you want to go. I'm going into the shade Evergreen, and I am going to place Evergreen over the rest of my eye. Okay, so now that I've finished placing my green, I am gonna go ahead and blend the yellow into the green. Just make sure it transitions very nicely. Moving on to skin, I'm gonna go ahead and, ooh, my voice is waking up now. Yes. Moving on to skin, I am going to prime my skin using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So this is the primer that was supposedly like the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This one actually, like when I'm rubbing my hand on it, it's melting into my finger with the heat. It's like activating it. I haven't done this with the Tatcha yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply some of that to my face. I can't tell if it has a smell to it or not because I just washed my hands. I can smell the soap on my hand. So hopefully, in a little bit I can tell you guys if it has a scent or not, okay? This is gonna be my only primer for today, so I'm making sure to massage it in really well. Oh, my face is white. I like the fact that I can blend it in with my finger and it's not like hard to move around on my skin. First impressions, I like how this feels. I like how it moves. It feels like a moisturizer almost. If it wasn't for the shade of it, it could totally apply as a moisturizer. It doesn't feel tacky or anything. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey or weird on my skin. I don't feel anything on my face right now. I can see it on my face, but I can't feel it. Okay, so today we're using the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. The shade finder on the website actually matched me to this shade, which is the shade Cacao, and Cacao is richest with golden undertones. Now, I like the fact that the undertone of the foundation and what it is actually on the bottle. So you can see if it's a neutral, warm, you know, or what, instead of just having the name Cacao. So Cacao is the third deepest shade. So the next shade after Cacao is the shade Chestnut, and Chestnut is richest with neutral undertone. And then there is Ebony, and Ebony is richest with neutral, cool undertones. But I'm very happy that e.l.f. actually has a deep shade that has a yellow undertone, because you guys, it's very rare that I find a shade deep enough that has a yellow undertone. So I'm really hoping that this will be a match for us. Now, how do I open this thing? Oh. Please read. So it comes with a pump, okay, and this actually retails for $6. So I'm really hoping that it's something magic. Please don't break. This is what it looks like. I feel like it might be too red, but it comes in, let's see how many shades this comes in. It says our best selling liquid foundation, now in 40 shades, a lightweight oil-free formula blends naturally into skin for a beautiful semi-matte finish that lasts all day long. The liquid formula helps restores uneven skin textures and tones for visibly brighter skin. Perfect for all skin types. So I'm gonna put a pump of this on the back of my hand. Okay. And I'm slightly thinking maybe I should have gotten the neutral instead, because this looks very bright or very red. If it doesn't match, at least we know there are a few more shades that we could probably try to match to. That may work, hopefully. I'm gonna blend it out with the Dark Skin Makeup Daily Blending Sponge. Okay, let me move my hair back and get this situated. Okay, I can definitely see the yellow in it now. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I was a little worried, but I can see it. Okay. Okay, this foundation looks nice. So this is what we have to work with. This is skin-like. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. It's a $6 foundation. Why didn't I try this sooner? You guys are slacking on me. You didn't tell me. But okay, so on my forehead, only the middle part has foundation, but you can't even tell that there is something on my face right now. Only this part has some foundation on there. There's nothing on there's nothing on this side or this side of my face. Elf, really? You've been holding out on me. I definitely feel like this is a medium coverage foundation, but because it matches my skin tone so well, it is almost like impossible to tell. Like, have you guys started realizing that any foundation that says it has a yellow or a golden tone ends up looking very, very nice on us? Like, let me know what you think about the shade match and how it's balancing out everything. It's picking up the golden in my neck, even though my neck is darker. It's because it picks up the golden, it makes it look almost uniform. You know what I mean? I'm impressed. I am very, very, very impressed with this foundation. I didn't think it would be that impressive, to be honest. I was a little bit skeptical, but this looks really, really, really good, okay? I am a little bit worried though, because I feel like the concealers I chose are going to be too light, but I'm gonna try them out anyway. Okay, and I have the shade Rich Cocoa and Rich Chocolate. Rich Cocoa happens to be the deeper one, so I'm gonna go in with that first, and I'm gonna blend it out and see what happens. So I didn't go back in to get any more concealer. This is too light. This is definitely too light. I should have gotten the last shade instead of getting these two. If I need to, I will go in with a different concealer, but this concealer is definitely too light. Okay, this is what we got with the concealer. I'm glad that it blended out really easily, but it is too light. You can see it. I can definitely see flashback if I keep going with this. So I'm gonna go in with another concealer and I will come back.
Something is bothering you. Still you look beautiful tonight. That's right. Ooh. Girl, your sisters are jealous of you, 'cause you're so wonderful inside. That's right. Ooh. Let me take you to my condo.
I am going to go ahead and do my brows with the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This is the shade Black. Yeah, I even took my lashes off and it's not the lashes. There's something on my eye that's irritating it. So I put it back on because I figured if it's not the lash, then, you know, unless I wash my face, it's not going to stop watering. So I'm just gonna quickly run through this so I can be done with it and wash my face, because I don't want this irritation to keep going on any longer. So I'm just filling in my brows. Once again, I know I've been saying this whole video, but I didn't think it would be this deep, the brow product. So when I chose the black, I was like, if nothing at all, this may show up. I'm using Bouncy Beauty lashes, and these are the style BB05. And I'm going to put that on my eyelids right now. So I'm going to set my face with the e.l.f. Magic Mist, or Matte Magic. Okay, so I got two highlighters from e.l.f. I got a baked highlighter, and this is Blush Gems. Okay, with these, I didn't even know you had to scrape the top layer off before you could use it. I always just used it by itself. So I'll take my brush and run it across it, and I like the fact that it didn't like transfer a whole lot onto my brush, but it was only because I hadn't been scraping off the top, and I'm okay with that because I don't want it to be too much. But I'm just gonna go on it like that and apply some highlighter. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. This look is already over the top. Adding a brow bone highlighter is just gonna take it over the edge. I mean, so I picked up a lipstick from e.l.f. that I want to show you guys, but I feel like a glossy lip would look really, really nice with this look. I am lining my lips first. Okay, and I'm taking the e.l.f. Liquid Matte Lipstick, and this is the shade Praline. Oh my god, if you go back to my very, very, very first video on YouTube, it's actually me swatching the e.l.f. matte lipsticks, the ones that twist. It's still up. You can definitely find it. And I remember really liking this shade whenever I tried it. I will actually link that down below so you can see it. I just ask that after you watch it, please don't come back and laugh at me. I was so nervous. Okay, this is all I'm gonna use because I think if I put more, it's just gonna get more intense. Okay, you guys, I think this is perfect. The nude with the bold of the eyes, it just balances everything out so perfectly. Like, okay, so this is my finished look using mostly e.l.f. products and also using it as my entry for the e.l.f. Cosmetics 2019 Beautyscape contest. Now, this just worked out perfectly for me because I had to try majority of the products in here that I tried today to see how I liked them. And then the announcement for the Beautyscape came in and I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and put everything together and make it like a one-time thing. You know what I mean? It was like, it was just all in one. So the only thing I would recommend that you do differently than I did is that if you're my skin tone, don't pick the two shades that I picked because they are entirely too fair. Even the, which one is this? Even the rich cocoa, it didn't blend in properly, especially with the shade of foundation that I used. It was too pale for me. Okay, I'm gonna use the putty in a foundation review video that I'm gonna wear for a long time so I can see how the putty works in comparison to the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Let me know down below in the comments if you tried any of the products that I tried. Let me know how you like it and how you feel about it. Also, just let me know if you've tried the last concealer, the last 16-hour Camo shade, and let me know if it's a shade that worked for you if you're someone who's my skin tone. Okay, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Wish me luck in this e.l.f. Beautyscape 2019 contest. I love you guys so much and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I'm so excited.